guys, I'm Aveline and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are decorating an apartment. I know that I mentioned that, hear me out, because I did post it on the community post yesterday, but I don't know how many of you actually saw that. So I know that I mentioned that I was going to do the shell challenge tour this week. However, I've not had the time to finish editing it, so I'm gonna push it for tomorrow, just so you know. It's just because I've run out of time. Those real-time videos take a long time to edit. Often, like, for me, if I end up with, say, 2 hours of footage, it can take like 10 hours to edit, and then there's stuff on top of that as well. So just, you know, it's because it just takes a long time to make those videos, and I've just not had the time to do that. I have a lot on my plate right now. Anyways, so I decided to, once I realized that I couldn't finish that on time, I still wanted a video up today, so I decided to sit down and do a request, actually, which is this apartment. So the household itself was a request, not the style for the apartment. That's just something that I really wanted to do, like boho with a lot of plants and a lot of clutter, but I felt like it would fit the household because this apartment is for 2 moms and a son. I feel like that request or wish kind of, because I don't want to spoil anything for those of you who haven't played it or watched videos on it, but there's a game right now that kind of reminded me a little, or the request kind of reminded me a little bit of that household, even though I actually wanted to build them a farmhouse to begin with, but then they ended up in an apartment instead. I don't know how that works. Anyways, I might still do like a 2 moms and a son in a farmhouse kind of build at some point. I don't really know. But when I saw the request, their little partner couple, how do you say that? That little couple with the son kind of just came to mind, and I was a little bit inspired by that. So I'm not going to say where it's from because, again, I don't want to spoil anything for those of you who haven't played it or watched videos on it. I feel like I would hate it if I got anything spoiled that I was super excited about, but it just kind of reminded me of that couple, so I was just a little bit inspired. But yeah, so we're basically cluttering up this place like crazy. It is built in Penny Pizzazzel apartments, so it's in the fashion district. You can see the address in the upper left corner of the screen right now. And since it's a very small apartment, I just felt like I had a little bit of extra time to just go into detail completely, so placed a lot of plants around. My voice is going crazy right now, just ignore that. But placed a lot of plants around and also clutter, some few bits and pieces here and there. What do you call that? Knickknacks, I suppose. And they have some magazines as well. They have some fizzy drinks standing around too. And yeah, I just had a lot of fun with this apartment. I had to take a small break because guess what? My lovely upstairs neighbor, or one of the other neighbors, I don't really know, someone started drilling and the microphone picked it up, so I don't remember what I've talked about. Also, I know that some of you are probably so annoyed listening to me talking about my neighbors, but I'm really, in case you hadn't realized this by now, I don't like conflict. I don't like how do you say that? I don't want to cause issues and stuff, so I just don't really say that it's an issue for me that they keep drilling, even though I probably should. But I'm like really conflict shy, as we call it in Danish. I don't know how you say that in English. But if you suddenly hear someone drilling or something, I can't hear it while I'm talking. I could only hear it because I was breathing, because I took like a, you know, like a break like that. So it might happen, it might not. Anyways, I've really enjoyed decorating this apartment because it's also in a style that I haven't actually touched for a while by now, I think. Because I've been doing a lot of the eco-friendly interiors or industrial looking interiors. When I say industrial looking interiors, I mean industrial as an interior style, not like industrial like Port Promise in Evergreen Harbor, like that kind of industrial. There are 2 different kinds of industrial. There's the interior style and then there's the environment kind of situation. So I've been doing a lot of that and more modern looking interiors, so mid-century modern looking interiors. It's been a while since I've done anything boho, and I really wanted to do something like that, because I felt like with all the clutter that I was planning on placing around, it would be a good style for that. If I had made this a minimalistic apartment, by the way, I know that I'm gonna get requests on doing minimalistic stuff. It's really like, it's not that it's out of my comfort zone, I just find it super boring. I just don't like it. So I might do something like that, but if I don't do it, please don't be surprised, because it just, I don't know, I have to like what I'm doing, and if I don't get to place down clutter, then I probably won't like it. I'll see if I can do something though, but please don't, like, it's not a promise. Anyways, I also have to do more lofts because I've only built one, and I feel like the ladders are perfect for that, so I gotta do something, like something else with that, maybe like a tiny house or something. I don't really know yet. Anyways, I'm just brainstorming in the voiceover right now. I don't know what's going on. So I don't really know, like there's a lot of things that I don't know today apparently, but I don't know what kinds of jobs these two moms would have. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'd love to hear you guys out. But I did manage to fit in this little computer area over here. So I also want to mention that this is probably my go-to floor plan for this apartment. I feel like it just works so well because the living area isn't too big. There's still light coming in. There's one big window, so there's still light coming in. And there's also 2 bedrooms, which I feel like is quite good for an apartment this size. So I still kept the bathroom pretty small. You can expand it by 3 tiles if you want to, but I'm completely fine with 2x3s. I can make them work even with tiny humans in the household. I can still make it work because there's still room for a bath shower combo in there, so you can still bathe the toddlers. And you could also fit a pet in here if you want to. I'm sure if you move some things around in the bathroom, you could fit in the litter box. So if they want a cat, you could do that too. I just decided not to. And anyways, in here, this is the mom's bedroom. So this is the parents' bedroom. And they had this little, I don't want to call it a walk-in closet, even though I suppose like physically you would walk into it. So is it a walk-in closet? I don't know. But I decided to make this little square over here instead of just choosing one of the already like done objects, one of the like what's it called, wardrobe, like the ones you walk into from Get Together. Those would be my go-to normally, but I kind of just wanted to do something a little bit different. So I turned it into sort of like an open closet. Let's put it like that. There's no door. You could pretend like the window thing that I used, which is from Island Living, that you can, like it's a sliding door and you can close it. We just don't have a door like that unless I use the door from Island Living, but then I'd have issues with like routing problems and are the Sims able to open the door and stuff like that. So I just decided to just use one of the windows instead. But you could like pretend like it's a sliding door, so it's technically a walk-in closet. Anyways, I just didn't want to use one of the already, like, one of the ones from Get Together, because I feel like I overuse those like crazy. I feel like a lot of people do, but they're very handy, plus you can fit them in here and there. If you have 2 squares in a floor plan in a house that you're not really sure what to do with, you can fit in a closet, plus it's also normal for houses to have built-in closets and apartments too, because storage space is a good thing. So yeah, but I overused them, so I just wanted to not do that this time. And then above their bed, I took one of the, actually I took 2 collages. I think one of them is from Movie Hangout Stuff Pack. The other one could possibly be from Kids Room Stuff Pack. I feel like something is telling me it's from Kids Room Stuff Pack. I'm not really good at remembering where the different items are from when I use them. Well, some of the items at least. It's not something that I keep track of, so that's why I also don't really mention it a lot in my videos, because I just don't really keep track of it, basically. But I took the 2 collages and I turned them into a bigger one, and I also took some of the portraits, or not portraits, they're photo frames from Moschino Stuff Pack, so you can take pictures in-game and then put them in the photo frames. I think that's quite cute. I was sort of imagining that some of the other pictures in the collages were supposed to be family portraits too, or just vacation pictures or something like that, because I think that would be quite cute. They had like family pictures hanging above their bed. So I don't know, I just really like the idea of that. Like, it would be cute or something. Anyways, and then in here we have the boys' bedroom. So usually like often I don't really, unless I'm doing like a house specifically for a single mom, or in this case, like they have a son, I usually don't really give any Sims in my houses genders. Like usually I don't. So don't like focus on the fact that it's blue in here. Like just that's not done on purpose. I don't think that blue is specifically for boys and pink is for girls. I really don't care about color. Like I don't think any of them are gender specific in any way. It just happened to be blue because that was the swatch of the bed that fit the rest of the apartment the best. So before anyone's like, oh, you went for it, because I've gotten comments like that in the past and I remember them. I have a very good memory, unfortunately, sometimes. It's handy. It comes in handy, but sometimes it's also a bit like a curse. Let's put it like that. So I remember getting comments like that in the past a couple of times, and I didn't mean anything with it. I don't think colors are for specific genders. Like, have you seen me and my wardrobe? Like, anyways, so the fact that it's blue does not mean that it's for a boy. You could have a girl living in there. It's just that it fit the rest of the apartment. I kind of went for like gray, blue, and then light wood tones for the whole apartment, maybe a little bit of gray in there as well. So I wanted the bedrooms to sort of fit that as well, because yeah, as you can see here in the bathroom too. But anyways, that is about it for today. So if you guys like this apartment, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!
As long as I got you. I was running from myself those days, always breathless, search for something safe. And then I smashed into that golden face, and for the first time I don't run away. We danced together till we got it right, ups and downs through many days and nights. You appear to be my guiding light, and at the same time I realized, oh baby, when you hold me, I rather lost my senses than be lonely. 'Cause baby, when you touch me, I feel holy. Oh, nothing in the world will kill me as long as I got you. Oh baby, as long as I got you. Oh baby, baby, as long as you want me to. As long as I got you, you. As long as I got you. We face the dark like if we weren't scared, close to each other's backs without no fear.